Should be back. Not the trash! Alright. Twitch is unstable, not buying the game! Yeah. Alright, sweet. So I will restart that. I can't do anything about the thing. Where were we? So, from a min-maxer perspective, I would only pick up a couple passives from the crafting, and that would be the hireling passives. So you always get a steady stream of resources, particularly the upgrade materials that you can get from them are fairly easy to get. Thanks, Brain. What we were counting earlier was the amount of skill points needed to do, like, you know, a fairly reasonable spread of skill point, like PvE points. It's around the skill point cap. So our min-maxer opinion is to have one character for PvE, and that has all PvE points, and then just have a separate character that's like dedicated to crafting. The hard part for that would be getting the skill points for him, but you'd pretty much just have to like level him to 50, and he'd be a crafting bot. Or get someone to escort you around gathering sky shards. They are on the kill trading thing. They are looking at a solution. Yeah, because that was a thing that happened on the PTS. Sick Nerd Marler, someone who obviously watches StarCraft, which makes you awesome. What I've been meaning to ask a couple other people on the PTS server is if elemental resist is separate from straight up resist. If it's separate from straight up resist, then is definitely good to like stack a whole bunch of fire resist. Otherwise, it's just gonna add on top of your regular spell resistance. Yeah. Is there an add-on that shows quest givers on the map? No. Last I heard, there was a mini-map add-on in development that basically printed a small version of the large map into like a mini-map, which I guess would have quest giver, like it would like. No, come back here. Come back here. You were a good example. Come back here, screen. Whatever. Yes, that's also true, Rocco. It won't block things that do, like, flat magic damage. Or resist, rather. Come on. Oh shit, it was up there for half a second. Okay. Hang on. Damn it, it didn't pause. Basically, like, that kind of map image is what they would, is what the minimap add-on is cutting out and repasting. And I am really slow at clicking on that. There. So see how it has, like, all these quest markers on it? And there was one that I was standing next to as, like... Oh, that was a quest that I already had. It won't have givers on it. Okay. Okay. It won't have givers, it'll have quest objectives on it, though. Done. No answer, not talking about the map anymore. I fucked that up way too much. Staff does need Magicka. Yeah, Staff uses Magicka. Isohead has those listed wrong because Isohead is also drunk. Alright, let's see if I can't find these damn patch notes. Where are the 181 nodes? Oh god. Oh Jesus. Yep. Here come all the people. Into Roko, I'm assuming you're Roko Umbra on PTS. Is that correct? Are there any non-horse mounts? No, unfortunately. I want there to be, though. Developer discussion. Are they, does it have a 189 nodes, or is it still just 181? Developer discussion. Because I'm only seeing 181 nodes. The current beta build, like, for this weekend is 189. So I'm expecting patch notes to go up, and I should probably just ask. That's probably, yeah, whatever. So, is it gonna be on 181? Okay. It's probably like 181 with whatever they decided to add from the previous weekend beta, like the stability fixes. So yeah, it is going to be up to date with the PTS. So yeah, you will have the collision detection. Yeah, and hopefully quest bug fixes. Unfortunately, Khan, there are not a whole lot of... There's 5 mounts available right now, and they're all horses. So, there's no real benefit to collecting mounts. Hopefully, though, they do... Hopefully, though, they do add more mounts. Mork is happy he can now move on to DC veteran content. Yeah. Alright. So I think what Nightbot is trying to do is it's like... you forgot to space a sentence, and it's trying to smash word combos into the ground. Famous or infamous is something. I don't know. I'm not the I don't know anything about that. Damn it, Mork. Fucking Mork. Fucking mods. Yeah, if you're at work, don't click on that. Abusing mod powers. Sounds just like Mork. Okay. Gina has said that the notes will be up soon on the dev tracker. So I'm still waiting. We're still waiting on those. Best non-alt or flex skill in the game. Crystal Fragments or Burning Talons. Those are my 2 choices. Burning Talons is a root that does an absurd amount of damage for also being a root. Crystal Fragment is a casted spell that has a proc on other spell casts to be instant cast. and it does a ton of damage and is a knockdown. Some general info on tanking with the Dragon Knight tips, which is the single target threat. So, I can answer that. Yeah, basically what you're looking at is you're going to want to take one of the two taunt skills. Threat is not that big of a thing in Elder Scrolls Online, because if you try to tank everything, you're most likely going to die. What keeps things on you is enemies will prioritize targets that are a threat to them, i.e. by being close to them. That so like if you're standing next to a casting enemy, you will generate threat towards that target, and they will switch to you eventually. Or you can just hit them with a taunt skill like Puncture or Inner Fire. So what my personal recommendation is to definitely take Dark Talons and then either of the Morphs. Because what that gives you is it gives you a large area of control across a mob and a pack of enemies. And it will make it really easy to take less damage even if you're close to a lot of things, because you can split packs based on your positioning and how you have routed them. SDK, what is your favorite taunt, and is it worth playing to get the Undaunted? Is it worth getting the Undaunted taunt? Yes, it is absolutely worth getting the Undaunted taunt, if not just so that you can have a slightly more DPS-y, fuck it, have a slightly more DPS focused bar if you want to. Or if you just want to do silly things. Like, as an example, this is actually my favorite example, Villa Thera, the last boss of Veteran Fungal Grotto, teleports to your party and drops 3 pools on the ground. At which point you need to move out of the circle, so we switch sides of the room, and then continue DPSing her. What I like doing on that fight is just using like a Destruction Staff or a bow and Inner Fire so that I can stand with my group for group healing and not have to worry about also taking damage from the pools that she just dropped. So that's a very good example of a fight where non-traditional tanking is mostly superior. You still need to block because she hits kind of hard, but you can still contribute damage to get, if you're using a ranged weapon with Inner Fire. Puncture is not any good on that fight. Are there any frost spells in the game other than the Destruction Staff variations? Not currently. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I lied. There is a morph from Meteor called, I think it's called Ice Comet. Faster ulti gain for DK. The fastest way to do that would be to get the Werewolf passive, and that's about the fastest you can get it. People are in the Mages Guild. Yes, you can be in both the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, and Elder Scrolls Online also has a guild called the Undaunted, which is a guild that focuses on doing group dungeons, which you can also be in at the same time. The only skill lines that are inclusive are Werewolf and Vampire, but that's pretty standard for Werewolf and Vampires that you can only have one of them. Magma Armor or Standard of Might for a tank DK. For 99% of players, I would recommend Magma Armor because it's the safer choice. Is it Ice? Did I said Ice Comet. I don't think actually it's called Ice Comet. Yeah, redundancy. Thanks, brain. Let me double check. Nope, it's called Ice Comet. Yeah. It is actually called Ice Comet. Yeah, it is Ice Comet. Maybe it's a particularly icy comet. Yeah. Alright. So, what is it? We've been live for... Technically, we've been live for 15 minutes because the stream cached. We've been live for 2 hours. So... What has happened? Why did my footage stop? Whatever. It's buffering. Ice Comet! Yeah, everyone's all going on, but okay. Yeah, like it is super redundant. And Shooting Star is better. Because you get 9 ultimate per target hit. If you're hitting 11 enemies, you can cast it again. Shooting Star is like significantly better than Ice Comet. So what we're gonna do is live for 2 hours-ish. Fuck the recording. Oh, the highlight of this is gonna be terrible. Damn it. Alright. Is it 12? 12 at rank 4. That's insane. 8 targets. Alright, now it's... Fuck you, buffering wheel. Yeah, okay. We're stuck in buffering land. Fuck you. Can we destroy siege weapons while we are damaging the player? So... You can, to damage siege weapons, you like light them on fire with a caster skill. It's called Destroy Siege, and you like light them with the torch. And if they're not, if the other player is like not paying attention, you can just like walk up to their siege, light it on fire, and walk away. I mean, I can try and put together like a Nightblade build, but it wouldn't be fantastic. It's 70 plus. Yeah, it's definitely 70 plus hours for most people. Oh, and then there's like, you know, and that again pretty much to get to VR10. Look, we're stuck in buffering land. Buffering land. No. No, bad buffering. What exactly is an adventure zone? I think someone posted that. So, what an adventure zone is it... Whatever. Fuck the buffering. Fuck it. What an adventure zone is it's a full zone where instead of being for, you know, the content's tuned for one player. For generally, it's the base content, like what I'm doing in the footage here. Instead of being for one person, it is tuned for 4 people. And then instead of having a regular 4-man dungeon like you would find in a zone normally, it has a 12-man quote-unquote raid. I think the 5 days is total, Mork. So that's like 1 VR rank a day. Can you teleport strike up a keep as a Nightblade? Yes, yes you can. As far as I'm aware. But yeah, it's generally a bad idea, but you can do it. Okay. The trial is what... The trial is basically what surmounts to a raid. It's for 12 people, and it's instanced for your group, so it's basically like a 12-man dungeon. What music am I listening to? It pulls a bunch of random soundtracks and like remixes that I have collected. Currently, what we're listening to is a track from Total Annihilation, because let's just be 15 years old. Yeah. Alright. How is the PvE? I really enjoyed the PvE a lot. I think it's really good. I think it's really good grammar. I think it's fantastic. It's spectacular. Yeah. However, because of this buffering issue, it's going to drive me crazy. Well, yeah. Alright, we're going to explain why ESO's PvE is amazing, and then we're going to sign off. So, yes, they're Alright, so why ESO's PvE is amazing. Ooh, hang on. First things first, what are these? These are 1/8 notes, but they're 1/8/9. What is different? Okay, I have good news. They have given you access to the second zone. So you have access to Gruntwood, Stormhaven, and Deshawn. So you can get up to, you have PvE content up to levels 185 now on the weekend test. We were gonna go, but now we get to go for patch notes, which is fun. Alright. Duck Fissures. We've seen Duck Fissures. Duck Fissures are great. We need to mark maneuvers on the rack of no dueling. Yeah. I'll agree with the no dueling. I don't care for dueling, but I'll agree with no dueling. Alright. This weekend you'll have access to the items containing the Imperial Edition, and you'll have your monkey. Okay, cool. Still working on that. Okay, cool. I can. Oh shit! Yeah, I can. I was about to. Actually, where are these posted? These should, if you have access to the beta forms, you should be able to see this. I don't think these are in any of the secret things. These are the public notes for this beta build. What add-on gives you the block success thing? It's called AMF, Active Mitigation. Active Mitigation Feedback. Which, you know what, this buffering issue is probably more annoying to you than it is to me, but it's annoying as shit. So instead, we... yeah. Nightbot is on a rampage, apparently. So fuck that, we're just gonna close that. Nightbot is rampaging across the thing. We get to look at what the evening's plans are and my awesome desktop. Alright. Yeah. Nightbot has gone mad with power. I probably need to like change some of the settings on it, because it's trying to think so. Alright, what else? Fixed animations, rural things. I'm trying to see. So yeah, if you have any questions about the patch notes, what add-on am I? What HUD add-on am I using rather? I'm using FTC, Foundry Tactical Combat. That version is the version that I am using is not available publicly yet. It's 14D. It's a beta version. It's coming. Yes, Surfer, it does mean you can get to a higher level. They have the PvE content available up to level 25 now, so you have access to the second zones. Explorable dungeons are not adventure zones. June 3rd? Okay. Yeah, complete with the console release. Okay, sure. An adventure zone is a full zone, but it's basically a full zone that is tuned for 4 people instead of like 1 person. So, and everything else that would normally be tuned for like 2 people content would tune for 4 people. 4 people content is tuned for 4 people is shit. Thanks, Brain. 4 people content is tuned for 12. That's pretty much how that works. Do we have any confirmation on the weekend beta event this weekend? Yes. Yes, there was confirmation yesterday. If you're wondering about the patch notes, I believe these are in the public session of the forums. Yes, they are. They're news and announcements. Okay. So if you've access to the beta forums, these are the patch notes for this weekend's test. There's a whole bunch of more combat tweaks that make combat feel more weighty. Alright. Reduce cost petrify, reduce cost slightly increase damage return. Any new these notes. That's not a. So if you've seen the 181 notes or the 181 notes, these are pretty much like on Reddit or anything. These are pretty much the same. There are a couple new additions to them though. I'm trying to find a couple of them. Let's see here. General combat. Is there a group dungeon available in the second questing zone? Yes. You will have access to Weira Sewers, Darkshade Cavern, and Elden Hollow. Yeah. Look, there are a couple different things other than that aren't in 181, but most of these are the 181 notes. That's an interesting. Like this one, fixed an issue that was preventing battle level characters from getting critical strikes. What? Okay. Enchantments from bow effects now properly trigger when a heavy attack is used. Fixed an issue with the Wrestle Staff. Heavy attack could get stuck on a monster after the attack was completed. That was hilarious. Because you just see the beam, like, attacking that corpse. And it's like, that's a corpse beam. What are you doing? Yes, no, they will absolutely be adding more zones. Not before launch. Definitely after launch. I'm assuming what you were trying to post is the patch notes. Some of the known issues are hilarious, like the screen freezing one. That needs to be fixed before launch. Like, that needs to be fixed before launch. Yeah, the known issues list is always kind of funny. Oh, is it a Word doc link to the thing? Oh, okay. My bet is that they're already, like, on Reddit or Tamriel Foundry. I can link them somewhere else. Oh god, I have so many notifications. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Will respec be available? Yes, you have access to the town that respecing is in. You'll have access to that. It will be in the city of Wayrest, it'll be in Elden Root, and it will be in Mournhold. those shrines will be available. If you're currently on the weekend beta and your build is terrible, you can go fix it now. It'll cost you 100 gold per skill point. Where... what the hell am I looking for? Development news. Patch notes. Patch notes? Okay, shoot. Okay, look. New plan. It's not up yet, so what we'll do is 0.189 patch notes. This, what the hell is the date? 14 to 16. Or 14 to 16. How did that happen? Okay. Yeah, first person is a lot of chat on the camera. What the FOV will allow you to do is it'll increase that field of vision that you get so it doesn't feel as tight. I don't know what happened to the microphone. I need to guess. It's happened before. What is that hotkey? Ooh, encoding settings. No, that was OBS. That was OBS. I need to... I guess it's a general setting? Whatever, I'll fix that later. I hope FOV is also for third person. I do have some issues with the third person camera. Are we questioning my laugh? Because that's perfectly acceptable. I do understand that I have a weird laugh. Yeah. Structure, that's kind of sad. That it's more ready than any MMO recently released. Because, I mean, there's not that... Actually, no, I think the only thing that's missing is what's slated for the first patch. Which I think is fine, because, I mean, the first patch is 1 month. It's going to take people to level up to BR10. So I think we're good. I hope they're, like, looking at addressing Dunmer Flame talent, because it wasn't that great at 4 spell power. But I know that it still says 4 spell power, regardless of what level you are. Because that's its skills with the rank. I don't know why this is a note. Why is this a thing? Weapon racks are removed from the tutorial and replaced with a table full of swords. But what if I don't want a sword? Yes, Psycho Kid. Combat collision is implemented in PvE in this build. Bellow, that is it's not. It won't appear significant on the weekend server because you're either in Cyrodiil or don't have enough health for it to be that much of a difference. But what people were doing is they're putting all 49 points into health because it was just more efficient because it was like twice as good as enchants. Do the controls feel clunky? They're slightly. I think it's not the controls that feel clunky, except for weapon swap. But I think it's more of the animations still need a little bit of work, but the controls themselves are actually really good. Would I pay for it? Yeah, even with all the bugs, because I don't really run into that many bugs. I'm still paying for it. I don't care. Roko has probably played more beta than you have, Sunwell. He's also on, as far as I know, if he's, yeah. Yeah, I believe that's what I thought as well. Shag, is that they increased the weapon drop rate in the Cold Harbor thing. Hitting bombs to weapons that were not. Wouter, I think that a issue will be addressed like 90% by the fact that there are collision. By the fact there are collision, words are hard. Do you still get knocked back, flash down? No, you don't. Did they fix the mana regen problem? Yes, they have. It should be, at least. If it's not, I will yell at people. They will yelled at, but they did fix it. All the community guilds, Humper, Nora, and Shoddycast. All right, all community guilds. How are fissures? Do they appear more than anchors? So anchors are static, sadly. Fissures are random, and they do definitely appear more. Bellow. The out of combat regen. Basically, it's a state. You're either in combat and you're out of combat. When you're in combat, you have your regen that's listed on your character sheet because they need to cap it for balance. When you're out of combat, you have significantly higher regen because you know it's meant to be as downtime. What? What the Bolt Escape change is attempting to do is what people would. Yeah. What Sorcs were doing is what they're trying to nerf with that rather is a sorcerer could pick up a scroll and run it across the map and no one could catch him ever. Roko is in all the community guilds. I probably would hate myself if I was in ESOT, Off the Records guild, because they're like all Elder Scrolls players and filthy casuals. That's my opinion. It's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. Is crafting worthwhile? Crafting is absolutely worthwhile. Is items crafted better than usual? Crafting is absolutely worth it. They're not better than found items. Well, actually, sometimes they are. But they are. But they can be upgraded, which is why. Yeah. Yeah, you need like at least a 50% horse. I think when we did our first test, we had like a 46% horse and we couldn't catch him. If you buy, yes, because that will give you either all the digital pre-orders come with do get you the 5-day head start. Found items can be upgraded as well. Yes, absolutely. I fixed them. Yeah, no one's probably gonna buy your beta key. There are beta keys everywhere. Sadly, Slamzilla Guildbank stuff is really Guildbank permissions and settings are incredibly lackluster, and we have complained about it. So we gave them direct feedback. So hopefully they are working on it. It probably won't make it in at launch though. Yeah, basically your best bet is actually ISO head. But think about what the main issue is. There's like some like wrongly placed skills that don't make any sense, thankfully. And the other thing is they do have a lot of like wrong listed resources. So like as an example, destruction staff. All the skills on ISO head are listed as stamina. There are magicka. Banks got robbed a lot. That's because people were putting things of value into the giant public guild. I thought it was funny. So, is Cyrodiil as good as look? I think it's so much big. What do you think? I'm assuming English is not your first language, so I'm assuming that is Cyrodiil as good as it looks? You think it's very large? Yes, it is as good as it looks, and yes, it is huge, and it's awesome. So there's probably going to be like bajillions of keys on the internet. If you need a key, look at like any of the major sites. Even if for some reason you haven't signed up for beta, like, I don't know how, but yeah. So I stopped playing footage because I stopped playing footage because I was having buffering issues. Because I was gonna go sign off, but then it's like, hey, sup? Here's the patch notes, and I was like, really? Great. They actually listed quest fixes. It's amazing. At least for the films that are available. Oh well. Cool. Some of these songs that I have, really Bounds and Ruin. Alright. Yeah, we got a kick out of that one as well. Lightning Flood 3 was doing several million more damage than intended. So I don't think that it was out of place for an orc. It just needs to have something else to go with it to be terrible. Can I find a video of a Nightblade stoling a resource? Yes, I can. Blade versus. This probably isn't what it's called. Nope. News. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Pause. Unnamed, this is the video that you want. It's a... Yeah, so this is a video of a Nightblade stealing a resource because people have been posting like, DKs can steal the resources! And the guy's just like, so can Nightblades. I mean, they're not as good at it, but they can do it. Yeah. It's 2.5 weeks until you go until the game comes out. Alright. Okay. So yeah, we do. So what we'll do, okay. I have other stuff I want to get done today, including sleep, maybe. But what my plan is now for my 2 weekend days, so Tuesday and Wednesday nights, is instead of, normally I'm at work at those times, but instead of doing that, we're gonna play some random games. So at around like 9 or 10 p.m. Pacific, what I'll be doing is playing one of these 9 games that I've dropped on my desktop. Oh, the hype curve? Yes. I can go find the hype curve link again. And it's probably gonna get, Actually, you know what? I show it in the background so everyone sees it. There you go. Totally work. And this is based on the last beta weekend, and we're sacking out here. Play Path of Exile. I do want to try out the new the micro expansion, the Sacrifice of Vol, I think it's called. So yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go now at around like 9 or 10 p.m. Pacific. Instead of going to work or whatever, I will, we'll have a phase plays, and we'll play some stuff, and that'll be fun. So yeah, if you can make our times, yeah, if you can make our times, we do take European. We actually have someone from Portugal, so we do take Euros. So yeah, I will upload the VOD of this to my YouTube, which is youtube.com/Phaseus. I also have a Twitter. Twitter is the best place to get show updates, random ramblings, that kind of stuff. And that's twitter.com/Phaseus. I do have a schedule for the month posted at the bottom of the stream. Hopefully I can stick to that, which will be great. Yeah. Be sure to follow me here on Twitch to know when I go live, the regular Twitch stuff. To help support the channel, that'd be great. What I need to do is apply once again for Twitch partnership, because hopefully I can get it now, because we've had some vastly successful couple days, and I would not like to go to work anymore because I hate my job. And then I will see everyone hopefully later tonight. So yeah, have a good day. I'm going to clean my room and go to sleep. fuck is this outro song? Let's get a better outro song. Come on. Come on. There we go.